So, we back. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed your Christmas and everything, but we back. And let's check this out.
Kick it out, brother! Close your door so they can
Fam.
Why did you pick this video?
That was crazy, right? It took me back to them fire department days. Man. Like, I automatically, in my mind, as I'm watching the video, as you're watching the video, what are you saying to yourself?
I don't think I can say that on.
On camera?
Yeah.
Well, give a PG version. What's going through your mind while you're watching this?
I don't think none of that was PG. I don't think any of that.
Can you make it PG?
I'm trying. Nope. Not real quick like that. It takes a minute.
Well, for me, I go back into like firefighter brain. So number one, I'm asking like, okay, where are they at? You know what I mean? Are they bringing a ladder truck? Because you're gonna need a ladder truck. Hopefully, somebody was able to communicate that, because a lot of people don't roll out with their ladder truck sometimes. They don't roll out with the ladder truck. We didn't always do it. Towards the end of my career, we started doing it a lot, but in the beginning, we didn't. Where's the ladder truck? Okay. Now you got life safety first, so we need to get them situated before. Then trying to figure out, look at how tall this building is, right? So where the fire is, number one. Number two, evacuation. Like, this is so much of a...
I love the way your brain is processing, because that's not, no.
That's nothing you was thinking about, right? That's why I asked, what were you looking at and seeing?
It looked like fire was everywhere.
Yes. And the way it's bellowing out, you see the color of the smoke? That's another thing.
And it's like you can see flames coming out of one side. Then when they show one side of the building, it's like flames was all the way over there. And I'm just like, oh my God, all those people. We see two people hanging out the window, but there's all these people.
Right, you see lights in the other apartments and stuff at the building.
And imagine if you're in there cooking and playing music like I would normally do,
But you see what you see here, right? You see the color of the smoke, that lets you know it's filtered, meaning it's coming through something to come out, right? So it's telling you that it's kind of deep-seated from that room that it's bellowing out of. So it's not to them yet, but the black at the bottom is telling you it's getting closer to them, right? So that's where that dark smoke, which can eventually light off. You know what I'm saying? So them getting out, the people would be like, why they don't just wait on the fire department? Number one, because that smoke inhalation gets you before the fire gets you a lot of the times. So smoke inhalation. So them climbing out, I understand why they climbing out. They trying to get to air, bro. That stuff, you can't take that stuff. You can't take that smoke like that. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, all right, where are they at? How close are they at? They got a ladder to building. Then, right, you got to fight the fire, but you don't want to push it back in on somebody in there. So you may need to go inside and tie off the standpipe system that's on the inside, right? And then you're going, depending on what floor, you got to go up a floor, then come down a floor. That way you're utilizing gravity to, like, I could sit here and play by play this out my mind all day long, bro.
Yeah, you just need to stop. Think of it like a normal human, because we don't do that.
I'm sitting here processing, okay, and you got them there.
Anybody was thinking about how they have to fight it or any of that. They was thinking about helping whoever needs help. Or,
That's the way I'm thinking.
And okay, let's just pause for a moment because I'm thankful for the video that we're able to watch it and see that they did get out the safety and see the comments. But I don't know, like my brain don't be thinking like, oh my God, let me grab a camera. Like these people that do that, like salute to y'all because I don't know how y'all brains function.
Yeah. This is in New York. This is in New York, right? So you got this tall building, right? And then you see how the windows is aligned. That's letting you know that it's kind of like a balloon frame type structure, meaning that it's gonna shoot straight up. You know what I'm saying? So possibly it could be like that. You know what I mean? So
welcome to L's world of feeding his little infernal love right now because now I see why you chose this.
It takes me back, bro.
I see. You just went totally. The regular human would not do that.
I know, but you got to understand. For those years I was there, I ate, sleep, and breathed fire. You know what I mean? I was at classes. I got an associate's degree. I was in it. Technician in hazmat. Like I was in it. I was submerged in it. So when I see stuff like that, because we used to train on how we would roll up, how we would attack a situation.
I don't even see where a ladder truck could have went in there.
From the street.
How?
From the street. See this little area right over here? See this little area right here? If you could push the ladder truck up against there, but at the same time, you don't really want to do that, but it's a matter of life and death at this point.
Flames were shooting out of that side, though.
But still, you can position the truck here and have the ladder push over to this side. Because of the way it turns and moves, the ladder ain't just stationary to where it just goes one way. You could turn it, position it, get it to some kind of way to get you over there. You know what I mean? And get them off of there. So, yeah. You would like to be further away from the building with the ladder, but in this situation, life or death, they ain't got time to be worried about how far they're away from the building. You got to make a judgment call and get them people down. You know what I mean? You got to get them people down.
Other people too. It's like, oh my gosh.
Hopefully they're evacuating. Hopefully
alarms went off.
That's the thing, man.
People got alerted. People didn't think, okay, this is just a false alarm. Like they actually got out, especially from that far up. Right. I can't imagine because don't like the elevator and stuff shut down.
You don't want to be getting in no elevator. I wouldn't get in no type of elevator in them type of situations because anything could happen. That elevator stop, it faulties and no, you don't want to be in no elevator. Take that stairwell, take your time, get up out of there.
See, that's the point. To take my time.
Stop. What do I always tell you? What is my issue with you all the time?
You got a book. Pick one.
What's my issue with you? The panic button. That panic mode you go in. And I have to tell you what? Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm it down.
That's why I got you.
Yeah, I know, but calm it down. Yeah. If you react calm, you can think, you can process things. When you all frantic and going crazy, you can't think.
It's that initial, that. And
remember when Smoke caught his head in the banister? You was losing your mind. That wasn't a fire.
How does this have to apply?
Because we was talking about panic. You was losing your mind. And then you gonna get mad at me because I was walking. Why are you walking so slow up the stairs? Because I'm looking at the situation, trying to assess it as I'm coming up.
My baby was scared and stuck.
And the panicking wasn't helping. But yeah, this here is a bad day. It's a bad day. It's not too bad in a sense from what you see right now. It could be, they can fight it. They can get in there and fight it. They take them high-rise pack upstairs and fight it. They'll probably fight it from the inside. You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's one of them things, man, where you're like, oh, my goodness.
This is sad. Apparently, they were teenagers, and it's saying that the teenagers made it out and safely, but the mom is in critical condition, and the mom's boyfriend passed.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right before Christmas. God.
And see, that's the thing, and that's the risk you take in living in like apartment buildings, because sometimes it may not even be your apartment that catch fire. It's somebody else's, and you dealing with it because it happened because you in the same building. Like, That's the thing about living in an apartment building. You never know.
It's just giving chills. 3 windows above them, someone was jumping, trying to get attention.
And that's the thing, man. No type of fire escape on none of these
and
places.
That's what they're saying. Where are the fire escapes? And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's no type of fire escapes or anything for them to kind of get out and try to. Yeah, man, that's scary. That's scary. That's the thing.
It's beyond scary.
That's the thing, man.
And it's like you could just see like I said, just the fire throughout. Like, wow. And
as people are running out, I used to run in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why you look at me like that? You like the job, but you couldn't stay in the job.
No, I couldn't.
Man, I'm telling you.
You had to pick that image?
Cause, bro, you know, if it wasn't for like situational reasons, I'd go back. You know it. You know it. In a hot second. Matter of fact, I talk to my boys from there all the time.
Yeah.
They hit me up. They always let me know they got a spot still for me.
Oh no. And you know, in the smaller cities, like, you know, Statesboro and stuff, that's cool. But we didn't have no buildings like that.
We didn't, but we trained like it because a lot of times we get called to different areas. Remember when they had the fire down in Savannah? And I had to go down there for that to the, what was that? Sugar refinery. Remember they had the sugar refinery fire? And I went down there and stayed down there that whole night. We were sleeping on cots and everything. So you always got to train because you could be
my heart goes out to the families and to the firefighters and police officers that this is what they deal with every single day. It's like every single day. Like, and my mind is just like, okay, you run in there and then it's like so much damage because how old the building is or whatever, and they go to collapsing. It's like,
so the next time y'all think about talking bad about a firefighter,
talking about it in here, they like, it's been minutes. Where are they? Like,
next time, see, and that's the thing, bro. Like, people be like, oh, why it took y'all so long to get here? You don't know if they was on another call. You don't know if they was tied up.
Someone was faking a motorcycle accident, holding up,
tying up resources. So be careful how you come at them. You don't know what they were doing, bro. They could have been on a medical call because a lot of these fire departments are trained medically. So they go to medical calls too, and it's a lot of those throughout the day. So just be mindful, man, of going off on them, and just be understanding of what they do on a day-to-day basis. And
right. And I just feel like sometimes we as a people, as a whole, like, we don't understand sometimes because we don't, you know, like, I didn't understand until my husband was a firefighter. I didn't understand big trucks until my husband was a truck driver, you know, and it's like, we don't understand how things work until, you know, we're exposed to it. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how much them dudes train. They could be on the training ground.
How many hours they don't work? Because I know sometimes you work 24 and then somebody called out.
I had to turn around and work another 24. So I was working 48 straight. I ain't been home to see my family yet, but I'm working 48 straight.
Tired.
So y'all be mindful about certain things that y'all think or say to these guys that are coming to save your life, that are training to save your life.
Because it's not, I mean, my hat goes off to them. I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart, but I know they don't get paid enough.
Oh, don't get me started.
I know they don't get paid enough. There's not enough because they run into buildings for us. You know, like,
don't get me started on that because
they say
no firefighter, police officer that's putting their life on the line should have to work 2 and 3 jobs to be. You know what I mean?
Or even if their wife, I feel like that's one of those things, like, we always have these debates where, like, one income supports the household, the other income we're able to save. Right. That way, if you're working, whatever, that funds the fun stuff, right? And I feel like that's one thing where if you're a firefighter, EMT, police officer, then they should get paid enough to where that one income can support their entire family.
If they got a second one, it's because they chose to, not because they have to.
Okay, or if the spouse is working, it's because she just wants to, because she don't want to be in the house getting drove crazy.
Because you were doing you were coming out there volunteering for cafe to come out there like
The
Red
auxiliary,
Cross.
I was the president of the
You was
auxiliary.
a president of auxiliary, and they were coming out there like Red Cross.
Like,
you know, it's so much stuff that
to
you
get
don't see
done.
behind the scenes that go on these fire scenes that
It's
people have to
just-
come in. They got to make sure the family has somewhere to stay. They got to get vouchers and different things for them to eat. They don't have clothes. They got to start finding clothes. It's so much that y'all
Or
used
the
to have
fact
to come
that
and
when
do.
you get off, when they get off, like or if they have to go to another job, then by the time they get home, they don't have no energy for a family. They don't have no energy for
Bro,
us women trying to decode us or anything like that. They just got energy to go to sleep and then get right back up and start it over again. So
Because you be on a scene like this scene right here.
It's crazy.
This could be a 5-6 hour scene, 7 hour scene. It can be. You could be there for a long period of time and you're spent. You've been sweating. You're tired, but you got to keep going. You got to push through it. You got to do all of that. And then if you get done and another call goes out, you got to keep going.
Keep going.
You got to keep going. So be mindful of what you
oxygen
say.
tank in it.
Exactly.
Right out.
Be mindful. Be mindful of how you talk to these guys that are coming to save your life. And I'm done. All right. I'll be on that rant forever. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on that rant forever. So.
Prayers to the families.
Absolutely.
And everyone that was affected. And much love to you guys. Hope you had a wonderful holiday.
See you.